everybody, Ford here for a quick little vlog. Yes, I'm enjoying my candy cigarettes. I'm trying to put them into as many pictures and videos as I can. Hold on, let's be totally cool. Put on my Ray-Bans. What do you think, man? Yeah. Anyway, I'm a little sore, so I have to wear a hat because my hair keeps getting stuck on the bandage. See, I got the tattoo. It's 4.5 hours. This part was the most important for me. This is the one I wanted to get done because it hurt like a motherfucker. I mean, if I could have screamed, I could have. There was one spot down here, man. Just, oh my God. He kept hitting it over and over and over again. And I was about to cry. That's why I was offering $500 to any female that would go with me, hold my hand, and wipe the tears. I was dead serious, man. You should have gone. You should have taken me up. All you had to do was show me your Hooters. Send me a picture of your Hooters, clothed or unclothed, and I would have gladly given you $500 towards a tattoo that day. They had plenty of people there, so had plenty of walk-in space. There was one lady there that I almost paid for. Her tattoo was $250, but she said something that caused me to not do it. I'm not going to say what she said, but I could tell she was lying through her fucking teeth. So I immediately said, nope, I ain't going to pay the $250 for your tattoo. One, because you were lying in your bullshit story. Two, you didn't hold my hand and wipe my tears. Anyway, hold on. Let me finish my cigarette. God, I love these glasses. Hand blown in Mexico by little Mexican children, I guess. I don't know. They're fucking cool glasses. Anyway, this is a twofold vlog. One, I will be going to only pink guitar picks. They will have my signature heart plucked out of the pick for stability. But I'm gonna go with only. I love this color pink. This I love this. This is fucking the awesomest color ever. So all of my guitar picks will now start being pink. I looked at orange. Hold on. I looked at orange, blue, and white. And white was cool, but not that cool. Orange was really cool, but I don't know, man. The pink just kind of fucking gets me hard. I don't know why. Anyway, playing this one. Oh, check out that belly. Oh, damn. Playing the Carvin. This is one that I had handmade for me by Carvin, like all Carvin guitars are. It's a full mahogany body with a mahogany cap on the headstock and a maple neck and maple board. And it's got the 16-inch width on the fretboard. This is the reason why I stopped buying Seymour Duncan pickups. You'll notice this has a fender configuration. Two screws on the top, one on the bottom. Now, that's a Wilkinson trem, which this is the guitar that caused me to fall in love with Wilkinson trems. In my opinion, they are far superior to Fender or to even Floyd Rose, man. They're just so much easier to deal with, in my opinion. But you're going to hear this pickup. I went and I spent like $150 on an F-spaced Seymour Duncan pickup. Don't ask me what it was. But this is a few years ago, so that was a bit of money. And it was F-space. So F-space means it's set up for Fender, meaning the pickup poles are in alignment with a Fender trem. Okay, so they're like 0.5 millimeters different. So it's just some minute amount of spacing, string spacing that is considered F spacing. Okay. But I ordered it and I was all excited, man. I took this fucking thing apart. I went to put the pickup in, and Seymour Duncan, this is a Fender, a pickup made for a Fender guitar that didn't have the screw holes set up for a Fender guitar. But this is a Fender pickup I am purchasing made by Seymour Duncan for a Fender guitar. I'm not drilling any holes into the mounts. I'm not going to do shit. I want to take that pickup, put it, take off the pickguard, put it in, and be done. I don't want to fucking drill out any holes. So that's why I no longer buy Seymour Duncan pickups. It's those little things that turn me off about shit. And that happened to be it for Seymour Duncan pickups. Fuck them. If I'm buying a pickup that is designed and made for a Fender guitar, I expect it to have the mounts pre-drilled and ready to go for a Fender fucking guitar. So that's that. But here's why I don't play this guitar much. You're going to hear this. I have every setting I can pretty much at fucking max, okay? I had to turn the noise gate up because I am that high up. I'm going to turn the phaser off. I was fucking with that and I didn't know it was on. As you can hear, I literally had to turn everything on. I'll post pictures of the screenshots of what I have it set up here. But everything is like, it has to be as high end as possible. If I turn that off, it sounds like this. It is so bassy and so polluted, so muffled. This is the bridge pickup. That's why I never really play this guitar. It is a beautiful feeling guitar. But that bridge pickup, and this was at the time the hottest pickup Carvin had, it just sucks ass. Just sucks ass. It's like playing my S63. It has low power pickups, and I expect it to be difficult to play in the kind of music I like to play. But in this guitar, when I ordered it, I was expecting it to be like a fucking ESP, okay? Balls to the wall, fucking tone god. Instead, this is more of a, it's more of a, hold on, let's do this. How about this? Just to get that, I had to fucking, like I said, I had to turn everything up. So, this is a beautiful guitar, handmade back in the days when they were good. And the neck has not moved since I've owned it. I've owned this thing when, hold on. I'm trying to remember where the, oh, there it is. I bought this in 2011. So, this guitar's 14 years old. The neck has not moved one little fucking bit. This is beautiful. I think I changed the strings once, and that was when I was going to replace that pickup. These are one of the very last sets of Dean Markley yellows that I had. And as you can see, they do all right, man. That's my opinion. With that said, all right, hold on. Let's sit back here where I'm more comfortable. Crypto. Everybody wants to know about crypto. If you're building your hodl, you should be all right. Solana is down below $80. The last spike of Bitcoin went from what, 75, 76. It's now down around 66. Remember me telling you about those spikes. That's what you're enjoying now. I hope you're taking advantage of it if you can, okay? All I'm going to say is the TSA thing is a big issue, and so is the Iran war, okay? Until those are resolved, I expect more of what we've been seeing. The reason I haven't been doing any videos, man, is there's nothing to talk about. I can tell you, I told you a week ago or so what I was doing. There's nothing to fucking talk about. It's just doing the same shit, man. So I'm not going to sit here and do a fucking video every day blowing smoke and blinding you with bullshit just to get a fucking hit off of YouTube or whatever I post this to. But I will tell you, just be safe, be careful, and build your fucking hodl. Even if it's $5, $10, $15, $20 a week, bi-weekly or monthly. You don't have to buy anything. Make sure that money goes into the account. So when you do feel ready to buy, when you do feel the market is at the bottom, and you do feel that things are going to change, the money's there. Like I said, I haven't said these stats in years. I haven't checked in a long time. But your intentions aren't going to get you anywhere unless you actually act on those intentions. So you're going to say you're going to put $20 into the market, But you look at the app and go, oh, the market's kind of fucked up, so I'm not going to put the $20 into the market. I'm going to buy a case of beer with it. I'm going to buy a bunch of, hold on. It's uncomfortable. I'm going to buy a bunch of lottery scratch tickets with it. That's how, how many times have I shown you, how easy it is to make money just by doing passive buys and hodling like I've been showing you. The last big run, I turned $300 into $3,500. And I consistently do that over and over and over again. When the market is like this, I wait for the bottom, I hodl, I buy, I hodl, I buy, I hodl. When I think the crypto's at the bottom, I buy and I hodl. And then, over a little bit of time, you watch that little bit of money you spent turn into big amounts of money. In a market like this, man, you got to be careful. I'm just going to buy and hodl. I'm buying what I always do, and I'm hodling. Now, if a spike comes along and everything bumps up, but there's still a lot of chaoticness in the government and what's going on, I'll watch. I'll wait for that crypto to go up to a point where it makes sense to sell, and I'll sell. And then I'll watch it go back down a week later, and I'll buy it again. I've been doing that for years. So sometimes I do really good. Sometimes I don't. Like the last time, I think I was up $100. Out of I spent like 200. I put 250 in my hodl, and I sold at 350. So, you got to be careful. You got to know what you're doing. But you can make money doing that if you want. But like I tell everybody, take your $5, $10, $15, $20 a week, bi-weekly or monthly, and put it into your account. Put it into your Robinhood. Put it into your crypto.com account. Put it into your Alto IRA account. But you put it in there and you make sure it's there for when you're ready to buy. I don't tell you everything I do because my investment needs are a little bit different than your investment needs. I'm just telling you the main points of what I'm doing. Okay? And you go from there on what you want to do. Other than that, man, I'm just watching the show, watching the crypto go up and down, buying when I think it's at the bottom and selling when I think it's at the top of the market at the moment. So there's nothing to talk about. Just build your hodl. And if you are the passive investor, like most of you are, buy, put your, your $5, $10, $15, $20, especially now with the way the market is, buy it, put it in your hodl, and just keep doing that over and over and over again. I guarantee there's a lot of coins that this is the lowest price you will see for a long time. When I was talking about a couple of videos back, when I was talking about the crypto winter, guess what you're seeing? You're seeing the big boys moving around, but the altcoins, especially the small caps, are going down. They're just kind of sitting where they're at, or they're going down. So this is an opportunity to buy. I know what I'm going to buy in hodl. I'll post it every once in a while when I think there's an opportunity, but for the most part, I'm just hodling and doing my thing. What else we got going on? The tattoo hurts. Yeah, and I had to, like I said, I have to wear a hat because it's sticking to the bandage there, but I think it turned out really cool. 4.5 hours in, and I had to tap out. Man, he started doing this, and I'm like, I've been up for 24 hours because I had to do my shift the night before, day before, and got an appointment. Luckily, got in. I was dead fucking tired, and because after I got done, I always do a after pain meal. And I was thinking about going to Sailor's Old Country Kitchen to get some prime rib. And I was cruising around to see what was out there by the tattoo shop, and I saw bag of crab. Oh my God. Now there is I don't think it's called Bag of Crab. It's called like Bag of something down in Houston on the east side of Houston. I'd had that delivered once to the truck, and it was really good. I mean, it was real Southern Cajun style seafood. I had that delivered. It was really good. Bag of crab is just as fucking good. Oh my god! I bought the small bag, and I don't like clams, and I don't like mussels, and I don't like crawfish. There's only one place in the country I'll get crawfish, and that's in Mississippi. Um, but I just got that bag. I got 2 orders of the headless shrimp. I sat there and fucking just chowed that all that shit down, man. $32 worth of fucking food. I chowed down like you wouldn't believe. I was so hungry. I was so tired. I was in so much pain. I had a blast. But I'm an old school truck driver. I've done my 5 million miles across the country. I'm used to being alone. I ate dinner alone. I had a good time. The robot, I kept trying to trip the robot that delivers your food. That bitch kept fucking, going around. It was pissing me off, but I had a good time. I hope everybody else is having as much fun as I am. I am just having a fucking blast, man. Since I came in off the road, life has been a fucking blast, man. Oh, don't get me wrong. There's some down points, but for the most part, I am just having a fucking blast. All right. Um, I'll be go shooting pool later tonight. Hope to see you there. I've been practicing my angles, getting back in shape. I haven't played billiards in many, many, many years, and I'm just having a good time. Fucking blast. So if you want to play billiards with me or practice with me, come on down. I'll be at this bar down on 82nd. You have to be over 21 to get in. Uh, so I'm not going to tell you which one. You got to figure it out on your own. But I will tell you, I live off of Sunnyside Road in Oregon, in Clackamas, Happy Valley. So that should give you a better idea of what bar I might be at. All right? Hasta luego, Ford Fender out. Later.